I think it was impressive that the Miami Heat were able to survive the Jimmy Butler saga without being sunk below the play-in tournament with no hope for this season. They are the 6th seed right now, 25-24. I don't think y'all realize how much confidence surviving something like that can give a team. Think about it. A $48.7 million player just refusing to play most games. And most teams with that would fall below 500 in a blink of an eye. Not only that, most teams' locker room would be a mess. Miami kept fighting. Now they finally have reinforcements coming in. And guess what? The schedule gets easier. They're ranked 19th in the NBA for strength of schedule remaining per Tankathon.com. And guess what? Through everything, they still were a top 10 defense. Currently, they have 112 defensive rating, good for 9th in the NBA. Keep in mind, their additions are Andrew Wiggins and Davion Mitchell, both elite defenders. Don't forget about slow-mo Kyle Anderson either. He holds his own on that end of the floor as well. Honestly, Erik Spoelstra, with all this defensive talent, can get them to be a top 5 defense in the NBA. And what's stopping them from being the best or a top 3 defense in the NBA? First off, Tyler Herro deserves a ton of credit for the Heat staying afloat, hence why he's an all-star. To put his production in perspective, on NBA.com I filtered players averaging over 23 points while shooting over 9 threes a game, while shooting over 38% from 3. Only 3 players qualified. Multiple-time All-Stars, Anthony Edwards, Davion Mitchell, and then the first-time All-Star, Tyler Herro. He really has been on a different level this season, and I don't think NBA fans realize it outside of the Miami fan base. But overall, how about the size in the front court now? You have Bam Adebayo. He's listed at 6'9", with an elongated wingspan of 7'2". Next up, the rookie phenom, a 7-footer, Kel'el Ware. He casually has a 7'4" wingspan. Then the newly acquired Andrew Wiggins, 6'7" with length, 7-foot wingspan. Just tons of size and length on the court at once. Andrew Wiggins with the Warriors really molded into a defensive-minded player. I mean, they don't win that title without him and his defense. This season, he's averaging 17.6 points, 4.6 rebounds per game while shooting 44% from the field and 37.9% from 3 on 5.8 attempts per game. Many people forget he was an all-star 3 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami rekindles that within him, knowing their reputation of getting the most out of their talent. And having a guard duo of Tyler Herro and Terry Rozier, 2 players who are offensive-minded, pairing them with a guard like Davion Mitchell is huge. One of the best defenders in the NBA. Per Basketball Index, top 10 in perimeter isolation defense. Number 1, Dyson Daniels. Number 2, Bala Coulibaly. Number 3, Lou Dort. And number 4, Davion Mitchell. Also, with him on the court, the Raptors were much better defensively. 114.1 defensive rating, negative 2.7 net rating. Meanwhile, with him off the court, 119.8 defensive rating, negative 8 net rating. That's his impact through the stats. He will pick up full court. He's just downright annoying to go up against. Offensively, he's a great playmaker, 4.6 assists per game and 24.5 minutes per game. He's also shooting 35.9% from the 3 on 2.7 attempts per game. And call me crazy, but I also think Kyle Anderson could be a nice role player. He's just a smart player with a ton of length. Just last season for the Timberwolves, a team that made the Western Conference Finals, he was in the rotation pretty much every night. He played 79 games. He averaged 4.2 assists per game in just 22.6 minutes. He knows how to move the rock. He knows how to be a connector. And defensively, he's a great team defender. According to Basketball Index, he ranks 6th best as a help defender. I think Spoelstra can find a spot for him, at least in the regular season. Here's one issue that they have been facing. They just don't have many lineup combinations producing great results. So the question is, can they find enough lineups post the Jimmy trade to fix that? over 50 minutes played, the only two lineups that are producing a positive net rating includes their best lineup, Tyler Herro, Terry Rozier, Haywood Highsmith, Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo. 62 total minutes, not a lot. 117.7 offensive rating, 100.8 defensive rating. And then their second best lineup included Jimmy Butler. 189 minutes played, Herro, Highsmith, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy, and Bam Adebayo. 121.3 offensive rating, 115.8 defensive rating. I'm pretty sure you can probably just replace Jimmy with Andrew Wiggins and get similar results, considering Jimmy was pretty much checked out on the court most of the season. But outside of those two lineups, look at everything else. Look at these net ratings, all in the negative. So going forward, do the new additions help this issue? Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. I think they're going to surprise some people. I think they're going to elevate in the standings and go on a little win streak considering their schedule lightens up. Am I crazy? Let me know your thoughts below.